Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. A life spent making mistakes is not only more honorable, but more useful than a life spent doing nothing. Make it a rule never to give a child a book you would not read yourself. While we ourselves are the living graves of murdered beasts, how can we expect any ideal conditions on this earth? Youth is wasted on the young. There are two tragedies in life. One is to lose your heart's desire. The other is to gain it. If you cannot get rid of the family skeleton, you may as well make it dance. There is no love sincerer than the love of food. The liar's punishment is, not in the least, that he is not believed, but that he cannot believe anyone else. Why should we take advice on sex from the Pope? If he knows anything about it, he shouldn't. Never wrestle with pigs. You both get dirty and the pig likes it. The single biggest problem in communication is the illusion that it has taken place. Success does not consist in never making mistakes, but in never making the same one a second time. A pessimist is a man who thinks everybody is as nasty as himself and hates them for it. My way of joking is to tell the truth. It's the funniest joke in the world. You use a glass mirror to see your face. You use works of art to see your soul. Patriotism is, fundamentally, a conviction that a particular country is the best in the world because you were born in it. He knows nothing, and he thinks he knows everything. That points clearly to a political career. The play was a great success, but audience was a dismal failure. After all, the wrong road always leads somewhere. Hatred is the coward's revenge for being intimidated. Dancing is a perpendicular expression of a horizontal desire. The man who writes about himself and his own time is the only man who writes about all people and all time. Both optimists and pessimists contribute to society. The optimist invents the aeroplane, the pessimist the parachute. Better keep yourself clean and bright. You are the window through which you must see the world. You don't stop laughing when you grow old when you stop laughing. When a thing is funny, search it carefully for a hidden truth. When a man wants to murder a tiger, he calls it sport. When a tiger wants to murder him, he calls it ferocity. All great truths begin as blasphemies. The only man I know who behaves sensibly is my tailor. He takes my measurements anew each time he sees me. The rest go on with their old measurements and expect me to fit them. Liberty means responsibility. That is why most men dread it. Without art, the crudeness of reality would make the world unbearable. Liquor is the chloroform which enables the poor man to endure the painful operation of living. Life does not cease to be funny when people die any more than it ceases to be serious when people laugh. Power does not corrupt men. Fools, however, if they get into a position of power, corrupt power. The trouble with her is that she lacks the power of conversation, but not the power of speech. The most tragic thing in the world is a man of genius who is not a man of honor. When a stupid man is doing something he is ashamed of, he always declares that it is his duty. Criminals do not die by the hands of the law. They die by the hands of other men. The thought of 2,000 people crunching celery at the same time horrified me. A government which robs Peter to pay Paul can always depend on the support of Paul. Imagination is the beginning of creation. You imagine what you desire, you will what you imagine, and at last you create what you will. We learn from experience that men never learn anything from experience. A photographer is like a cod, which produces 1,000,000 eggs. In order that one may reach maturity. The power of accurate observation is commonly called cynicism by those who have not got it. Silence is the most perfect expression of scorn. Progress is impossible without change. And those who cannot change their minds cannot change anything. Do not do unto others as you would that they should do unto you. Their tastes may not be the same. Doing what needs to be done may not make you happy, but it will make you great. Beware of false knowledge. It is more dangerous than ignorance. You'll never have a quiet world till you knock the patriotism out of the human race. The difference between a lady and a flower girl is not how she behaves, but how she's treated. We don't stop playing because we grow old. We grow old because we stop playing. As long as I have a want, I have a reason for living. Satisfaction is death. No man ever believes that the Bible means what it says. He is always convinced that it says what he means. Choose silence of all virtues. For by it you hear other men's imperfections and conceal your own. I never resist temptation, because I have found that things that are bad for me do not tempt me. Do not waste your time on social questions. What is the matter with the poor is poverty. What is the matter with the rich is uselessness. If you can't appreciate what you've got, you'd better get what you can appreciate. A mistress is better than a wife, because she is not for life.